So, structure of National Advisory Committee for PGS, NAC, which is called NAC, National Advisory Committee. So, it is having all higher officials like DAC chairman, director NCOF, regional director RCOF, regional directors of another RCOF, deputy commissioner of INM, integrated nutrition management, DAC member, head zonal councils. These are the permanent members. 2-year election members are also there, and recommendations by regional councils and zonal councils. Farmers representatives are also present in this council. Four, one from each region, and consumers representative member is also present. So it is a complete committee. So main function, defining operational and policy guidelines for the PGS. That is the main function. Making changes, improvements and amendments, coordination on minor monitor national level capacity building, education, outreach and surveillance activities, selection and authorization of zonal and regional councils, surveillance and monitoring on the functioning of zonal and regional councils, sanction withdrawal of authorization to zonal and regional councils. These are all the functions of this National Advisory Committee. So meetings of PGS and National Advisory Committee are regularly conducted, and the issues which are very urgent will be circulated. In all such cases, at least 50% of the responding members within the given time frame must endorse the decision. NCOF is PGS Secretariat. Uh, all the activities will be executed by the NCOF. It advises NAC, National Accreditation Council, on all technical and implementation issues. Training of local group leaders through RCOFs, regional councils. Surveillance and monitoring of zonal and regional councils. PGS-India website design, hosting and maintenance. That is more important. Every action is in PGS-India website. Custodian of entire PGS-India database. Database maintenance is very crucial. Transparency, traceability are the main components of PGS-India. Receipt and processing of applications for authorization of zonal regional councils. So NCOF facilitate election of members from RCs and PGS, NAC, everything. Surveillance of PGS products through residue testing, including collection of PGS. There is a scheme monitoring of pesticide residues at national levels. There, the PGS samples also will be collected and monitored. So, getting those samples tested for residue analysis and hosting of residue analysis results on PGS website to uh, develop trust on all stakeholders. This residue analysis for an individual farmer, it is very expensive. Approximately, it costs rupees 10,000 plus GST per sample, which is very difficult to bear the expenses. Randomly, PGS checks the samples and keeps the residue analysis data in the portal for checking by the other stakeholders like consumers. It is appellate authority for local groups against the actions and decisions of the regional council, zonal council, and for regional councils against the action of zonal councils. It is the appellate authority. Local group can appeal if regional council decision is not acceptable, can appeal to the zonal council and then appeal to the NCOF. PGS Secretariat NCOF guidelines. No way will interfere in the autonomic function of the zonal and regional councils and local groups. Even in the case where the PGS samples have been found to be having pesticide residues, the report will be hosted on the website with information to the concerned regional council for further action at their discretion. It doesn't mean that only the samples which are not having pesticide residues, the data only will be kept in the PGS. No. Even if the sample is found with the pesticide residues also, whether it is under PGS green certification or PGS blue certification. So the data will be placed in the website. Zonal councils will be appointed by the PGS um, Secretariat. Recommendations of the PGS Secretariat. Only well established organizations with proven dedication to the cause of organic agriculture movement and well versed with the organic guarantee certification systems will be considered. Zonal councils should be self dependent bodies with strong financial health. For state agency, RCs and COFRC shall be at the zonal councils. The zonal councils, receipt processing and authenticity verification, provide updated documents, policies, literature to the technical inputs to the RCs, coordination with the PGS Secretariat and regional councils for organizing trainings, workshops, surveillance and monitoring, collaborate PGS Secretariat in collection of PGS certified samples for residue analysis, addressing complaint of farmers and local groups against the regional councils, appellate authority on complaints of certificate denial by RC or sanction imposed by RC on local groups. So this is the appellate authority. If farmers are having any problem with the regional councils, they can appeal to the zonal council in any matter. Appellate authority on complaints of traders, retailers, consumers, and the quality, organic integrity of PGS products of particular group, and action taken by the RC or inaction of RC. Whatever RC is doing with the local groups, or even the traders, retailers, consumers, organic, if anyone complains on integrity, zonal council is responsible for that. The regional councils can be state agencies, existing NGOs, organic certification service providers of central and state governments, other agency having adequate expertise in organic guarantee certification system implementations. These things will be regional councils. Local groups with 3 years standing in PGS program are allowed to form their own RC, provided they have support for at least 10 local groups. If a local group is having support of other 10 local groups and already in the certification system for 3 years, they are allowed to be RC. So eligibility criteria for appointing of any agency must have proven record on the promotion of agriculture, situated in the area of functioning with the permanent office and working place, have access to the computer, because that is very important, because every action is online, it is traceable, transparent, printer and internet facility. At least one member is well versed with data handling and data uploading and using internet, adequate knowledge in organic guarantee certification system, or previous experience in supporting third party certification or participatory guarantee systems. Previous experience is considered. Should have a support and endorsement from at least 10 local groups already registered and certified and under PGS since last 3 years. Actually, this is very important. The local group which is supported by 10 other local groups can apply for the regional council status. Not applicable in initial years where RCs are appointed directly by zonal council and PGS secretariat. This is not applicable. All the members have undergone necessary PGS training meant for RCs organized by zonal council and PGS secretariat. Trainings and capacity building programs are very important in this case. Have adequate financial resources to operate as regional council. That is also an important point. Each regional council will be initially authorized for a period of 3 years. Initially authorized for 3 years. Authorization needs renewal after every 3 years. Renewal will be considered by NAC on application by the RC and on the recommendation and surveillance report of zonal council and PGS secretariat. If you see the role and responsibility of the regional council, register local groups and issue user ID and password. Issue of user ID and password to the local groups is the responsibility of the regional council. Training and support to existing and new local groups. All the trainings are to be provided. translate and print PGS paperwork in local languages in whichever state they are operating. In that local language, it is to be provided to the farmers. Facilitate local groups in data uploading on PGS website. That is very important. Local facilitation to the local groups in the data uploading in the PGS website. Without uploading, nothing can be done. Confirm that the local group summary worksheet listing all the farmers that are to be certified organic is complete and was cons- it should be maintained by the group. Finally, activation and issue certification UID number to each approved local group. So, unique identification issue is very important. Once that is scanned, the all the details of the regional council and farmer group, everything is uh, traceable. Print and distribute annual organic certificates for individual farmers. Individual farmer can sell his own product. That is the advantage with the PGS certification. Local group. Major responsibilities are with the local group only. A local group should comprise of 5 members belonging to the same village or close by villages with continuous territory. That means they are very close to each other. Even if village is different, the lands should be at the close proximity. Adequate participation of women farmers shall be ensured. At least few members of the group shall be well versed with the PGS organic guarantee system or certification system and national standards of organic production NPOP, or have undergone training on PGS guarantee system organized by the regional councils, zonal council or PGS Secretariat, or have been part of the core team of other functional PGS group for at least 2 years. That is important. So all the members in the group must should sign the agreement and adhere to the group specific activities. Although there is no restriction on the size of the group, any individual farmer, but in any case, the holding of one single member should not exceed one third of the total land under the group. That is the main important criteria. So single farmer land should not exceed one third of the total land under the group. It is to facilitate that one farmer is the main farmer and remaining all just they're keeping some land under PGS certification for the namesake. To avoid such type of things, a farmer should have maximum one third of total land under the group. Under PGS organic guarantee system, normally parallel production and part conversion is not allowed. Parallel means some in the conventional farming and some part in the organic farming. That is not permitted. And part conversion, half of the land conversion. So, therefore, it is necessary that all group members need to bring their entire farm with livestock under organic management as per the PGS standards. However, regional councils in some cases may allow conversion in phases, but in any case, the entire farm holding of the group members must be brought under PGS organic management within 24 months of joining the group. Initially, they can, if say a farmer is having 20 acres, he can start with 4 5 acres initially, but after 2 years, he has to bring the entire land to the conversion. That too with permissions only. Otherwise, the entire land is to be converted at a single stretch. So these local groups, they are having access to the PGS documents, user ID, password, everything. They are registered with concerned regional councils and to obtain this user ID and password. In case the farmer group is unable to operate online system of data uploading, then the services can be availed from regional council or any other facilitating agency or local NGO. On payment basis or free basis, they can get. Certification for process. Farmers decide to embrace organic certification. So they must know all the organic standards. For better understanding, they must participate in group meetings. They should stop using all synthetic and chemical inputs on farm and on livestock. So, what are all the inputs permitted by the EPEDA and PGS? I have given clearly in the playlist. Undertake adequate measures for contamination control, habitat management, diversity, and livestock integration. In case farmer is unable to bring his entire land holding and livestock under organic management at the time of entry to the group, then provide a time schedule which farmer proposes to convert his entire holding to organic and obtain gradual conversion approval from group. In turn, group need to obtain approval of regional council. For the gradual conversion, approval of the regional council is a must. Sign a PGS pledge committing to adhere to the standards. Regularly participate in group meetings. Maintain all the livestock, dairy, and farm records. So illiterate farmers can take help of their family members or other members of the group. So participate in peer appraisal of other farmers, first as shadow reviewer and then later as part of peer appraisal team. Initially, they have to participate as the shadow reviewers, and gradually they can become peer appraisal team member. The farmer is appraised by a group of peer from the local group at least once in every crop season. A minimum of 3 or more as 17 per the decision of the group. Peer reviews must be present to sign and validate the appraisal form. So external advisors can be employed, but it is not mandatory. Employing external advisors is not mandatory. Appraisals are mandatory. The peer group appraisals are mandatory. So literate member of the appraisal group make sure that every point in the appraisal script is complete and checked off. That is the responsibility of the educated members. After inspecting all the members in a group, a decision is made by the group as a whole or by the certification committee about which farmers won't be certified in a given year, which farmers produce will go for certification and which farmers produce will not go for certification. It is group collective decision. Group prepares local group summary worksheet online and sends a signed hard copy to the regional council. Online it is to be filled and then sent to the regional council, the hard copy. On acceptance by regional council, group prints individual certificate and distribute to the farmers with UID. So certification process by local group. First of all, group is to be formed and registration form is to be filled, and they have to get PGS standards and operational documents and convene the meeting, prepare local group operational manual and submit, peer appraisal methodology and checkpoints to be assessed, ensure that members have committed to convert their entire land holding and livestock to organic, and in case if it is not possible immediately, the timelines are to be explained. So invite already registered another local groups and can take help also. Register the group online and enter into agreement with the regional council for services to be availed on payment basis as per mutual agreement. Request RC to grant registration, user ID and password, and follow all the standards. Submit peer appraisal reports and get a certificate. So reciprocal review between two member group forms is not allowed. A reviews the B and B reviews the A. That type of thing is not allowed. Invite other group peer reviewers or representatives of consumers, traders or local state agriculture department officer as invited member of the peer group. But their participation is not mandatory. Remember, within the group peer reviewing is only mandatory. Other forms are not mandatory, but some can be done, some cannot be done. This may increase the trust and credibility of the group. Complete the peer review and update in the site. So segregate farmers who have fulfilled all the requirements and consider them for grant of certificate. Discuss about the non-complying farmers and help them to meet the compliances in the next season. So all the paperwork is to be checked. Group is to be committed for the certification. Every data is to be uploaded in the website. Once the regional council checks the details, before issuing the certificate, it checks both online data and hard copy submitted by the local groups. On being satisfied, grants necessary approval online. So local group prints the certificates from PGS website and distribute to the members. Certification process by regional council. Regional council checks all the online and hard copies submitted by the local groups and reviews and issues the certificate. If it is not meeting the requirements, gives the uh, capacity building program suggestions. For regional council to issue certificate, entire data must be perfect. Then only it can take the decision. All issues, uh, all issue certificates bear unique ID, code for traceability, and access to the entire information and production system, peer appraisal, and decision. Zonal Council and PGS Secretary, if RC is not giving a certification of any issues are there, appellate authority is Zonal Council. You can grant of logo and unique certification ID code and getting the certification approval from the regional council. It acts as the appellate body, and grant of logo is also in zonal council. The validity of the certificate 12 months from the date of issue. Logo on the product is required to be printed with the unique ID code. Either it is a green logo or blue logo. It is to be printed with the UID. Separate logo for PGS organic and PGS under conversion status. Two separate logos shall be granted for PGS organic and PGS under conversion. So there are some government schemes also for supporting this. With this, I am signing off. Let us see PGS India web portal, how it looks and how to upload documents and all in the next session. Thank you. Signing off, Sri Lata.